Turn right.
Here we are at the Great Wolf Lodge. Say hi, Aiden.
Hi.
Say hi, Matthew.
Turn right.
And Steve and I are in this extremely small Nissan Versa Note, where if you're 5'3", but you're leggy,
Feels like a can of sardines.
you feel like a freaking
That one?
part of a sardine can.
That one. Papa's.
What, Aiden?
That one.
We gotta check in.
We gotta check in, buddy. Okay, and
You've arrived.
our GPS is telling us we arrived. Irma's telling us we've arrived at the Great Wolf.
What?
Okay. Okay, here we are at the Great Wolf.
So.
Matthew, close the door. Okay, this is our car for over the weekend, and it's uncomfortable as heck. Steve, say hi,
Hi.
are not impressed. Now we're looking at the car we want. Yeah, this is the month where we're buying a new car. We need it. The party wagon is too old. Now, we're at the Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
Matthew,
It's the Great Wolf Lodge. That one.
he's quite excited. Here, we're going to take the grand entrance and give you guys a better view. Okay. We're taking the longer entrance so we can give everybody a good view of what this looks like. There is the Great Wolf Lodge here in Sandusky. And excuse the obstruction of the tree. Okay. Alrighty. Hi. In a few seconds, I'm gonna quickly ask Matthew to get in front of the bear. Matthew and Aiden. Go right to the bear. Right to the bear. Say cheese. Okay. And here we are. Let's give you guys a good idea of what the lobby looks like.
That one.
Yep.
I want to see that one.
Yep.
I want to
And
see that one.
okay, Aiden. Here. Look at the Great Wolf Lodge bear. Well, our kids fight to sit in. You have a Dunkin' Donuts, and if you're an autism parent, you're looking for every caffeine outlet.
We'll get some in a little bit. We gotta check in.
There is the clock tower. The lobby is quite nice and rustic. They've changed it since we've been here last. Okay.
That one.
And here we're gonna get into line. So, here's waiting. Hey, okay. So here is the crazy family at the
Wolf Lodge.
And whose birthday are we celebrating?
That one. Matthew's.
It was Matthew's 10th birthday, so this is where what he really wanted for his birthday was to make memories at Great Wolf Lodge.
That one.
So, we gotta check in. And I will talk to y'all in a little bit. You guys have a good one, and we will be back with more videos. Subscribe to our page. That's Living in the Crazy Lane. Say subscribe.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please. Big smile. And say hi, Aid.
Hi.
Say subscribe.
Subscribe.
No.
All right. You guys have a good one. Bye. So here we are at the Great Wolf Lodge. Matthew and Aiden got their ears. And we're again. Okay, Matthew, no.
Down, no.
Going down. Now, here is what the lobby looks like, aerial view. The water park over here. And random Magic Quest stuff. And going up? Yeah. Here we are at our getting onto our floor at the Great Wolf Lodge. We are on the 4th floor. Magic Quest. Again, an aerial view of the Great Wolf Lodge right over here. Oh. And we are... Okay. We are room 402. Hi. I'm back. Give me a moment. So, we have just checked into the Great Wolf Lodge. Matthew and Aiden have gotten their ears. We have not done the Magic Quest yet because we are literally getting to our room. It's a bit of a hike. Oh, yeah, but at least it's not one of those creepy hotels from, what movie is it? The Shining. All right, I'm going to get a better view of the kids. Further down, boys. Now, whew. And for somebody who works out, I'm beginning to feel out of breath. We're room 402. Okay. Okay. Okay, a second. And here we are. Check out the room. Awesome. Okay. This is Sandusky's Great Wolf Lodge. This is our room. Honestly, this is pretty darn nice.
No, you can just see a point from here.
Oh, no way. Yeah. Okay, we're Michigan also, people.
Oh, wait, you can't help it. I'll help it.
All right.
Look in the distance. Right to my right, above Macy's. There you go. Right above Macy's.
If you look in the distance, you can see Cedar Point. You can see some of the roller coasters from a distance. One day, summer, that will be the Lane family next experience. This room is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, this looks like it's a... Okay, yeah, Steve and I are checking out how high the ceilings are. Move the waters now.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, look, it's a frazzled mom right there. Hi. And yes, I am wearing LuLaRoe leggings. My girlfriend sells them.
Oh, wait, it says including your stay.
Yeah, sure, I'll double check that later. This is the bathroom. Can we all say, ooh, ah. Aiden Charles Lane. Yeah, our kid in general is gonna be a gymnast. All right, you do get, you can order pizza here. Personal opinion, if you can find Little Caesars, $5 pizza is just as good. But don't say I said that. Shh. Give me a moment. Steve, let's discuss dinner later. I'm not even hungry. We went to Chick-fil-A. If you're from Michigan, oh, by the way, they're toiletries. If you are from Michigan, I hate to say this, you do not have a Chick-fil-A by you, so Hey everybody, Melanie here for Living in the Crazy Lane, and I absolutely have no makeup on right now. Yeah, I look haggard. So, first, my deepest apologies. Say hi, Matthew.
Hi.
Okay. Last night, Matthew and Aiden had a stim night. Now, for those of you who are following us don't know what the word stimming is, that means the behaviors you often see at places like some of the hyper behavior, some of the repetitive behavior, some of the behavior that most people would say, you better spank that kid type of behavior. Okay. All right, that happened last night at around roughly 5 in the morning. It was really, 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 really early. Yes, it was a fun night in the Crazy Lane home, or in the Crazy Lane family. Well, apparently, we had, say hi, Matthew.
Hi.
Our family was loud, unfortunately. I hate saying it that way, but unfortunately. And I feel quite honestly heartbroken for the people who were below us and the people next door to us. Because that means somebody else didn't get some sleep, and Aiden was not a kind child. He wasn't kind to his parents last night, and he wasn't kind to anyone who was below us. That said, well, I went this morning, to get Steve and I some coffee from their Dunkin' Donuts area, and I wanted to grab some paper from the front desk so Matthew could draw and calm down. And on top of that, find out if anyone complained, which, yeah, people do complain. First, you gotta remember this is a children's place, so kids are gonna wake up and be excited. But some of those kids are like mine, who happen to be autistic, and you can discipline as much as you want. They're not going to calm down. Okay. Well, what happened was I went down there, and I don't want to see anybody lose sleep. Believe me. Do you see the dark circles? Yeah. I'm used to a few nights worth of no sleep. So, what happened was, of course, going down there and apologizing. Great Wolf, the management team over at Great Wolf, was wonderful. One, I found out nobody is allowed to be knocking on your door to tell you to calm your kids down. No. Two, they helped me troubleshoot so that we can have an enjoyable trip, and other guests can have an enjoyable trip. I opted for getting our room moved to another room. I opted to move to the first floor, so if Aiden has another jumping fit, we aren't keeping anyone below us awake. I told Steve, Steve and I sat down this morning, I said, Steve, we need to be proactive here, so let's choose to move this morning and make it a new adventure for the boys. Well, I called the front desk up and I said, we've chosen to move our rooms. And I'm figuring we're going to get, please excuse the sound effects. But hey, if you're following me on Living in the Crazy Lane, you know this is Matthew, happy, excited, and hyper, and you'll see why in about 5 seconds. Well, I called to say that, it's okay, Steve. Okay. I called to say we're going to move. We're going to move to another room. Now, I was expecting a standard family room like what we had, just on the lower level. Well, Steve and I were doing our quick pack up. I also made sure that the people next door to us, I bought some donut holes with thank you for understanding. Right, Matthew? Thumbs up. Because, again, we don't like seeing people lose their sleep, right?
Yeah.
No, you like seeing your mom lose sleep, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True story. Okay. So, I get a knock on the door from one of the ladies at the front desk who was super nice, super awesome. who gave us our new room keys on the main floor, on the first floor, which is quick access to the water park, quick access to the arcade. Hey, it works for me. It's easier. Patio instead of a balcony, which as much as I love the balcony, I also had a nightmare thinking Aiden, our little gymnast. Matthew, I'm not going to videotape you when you're biting yourself. That's a stim. I kept having fears that he was going to go out onto the balcony doing his leg stretches and whatever and topple over. So I opted pretty quick for the first floor. However, I didn't realize what Great Wolf did is they gave us the only room available on the first floor. And the room they had available was one of their really nice suites. Honestly, this is bigger than Steve's and my first apartment. Right?
Yeah.
What?
So, I'm going to give you the grand tour real quick. So, hang on. This is the bear suite Steve and I got. Say hi, Matthew. Yeah, we have a stim going on. Is Aiden in the bathroom?
No, he's on here.
Okay. This is one bed. This is the living room area, which has nicer furniture than my current living room. I'm loving the patio for the reason of I don't have to worry about Aiden toppling onto the ground, breaking his neck and whatnot. We have a little kitchen area, which is going to be awesome for snack time. We have another bedroom, which is just gorgeous. Say hi, Aiden. And I think this is a king-size bed. I think this is a king-size bed with another, give me a moment, another patio. So, in short, Aiden and Matthew are liking this room better. Great, you want Paw Patrol. Don't even get me going on Paw Patrol. This is the living room and other bedroom. The room is big enough that we're not waking up our neighbors. Thumbs up. Because as anyone who follows this crazy Lane family, you know we will get loud. This is what the bathroom looks like, which is quite gorgeous. And this is the kitchen area. Okay, Matthew, this is, what's your name? Okay, say this is Matthew for
Leave it to Christmas.
saying catch you later.
Catch you later.